So the conventions of cinema verite and verisimilitude are quite important in any documentary, and we've tended to not stick to a more truthful documentary in the sense that we've employed a reflexive mode, and so the verisimilitude and the cinema verite, you could argue, aren't necessarily credible. For example, we use indirect mode of address to employ a sense of reality, to ignore the obviously staged scenario, but at the same time we used editing to create a sense of mood or feeling within certain shots, and thus obviously that removes the verisimilitude of them. And also another scenario is we've depended heavily on the voice of God technique associated with reflexive and observatory documentaries, and that almost provides a sense of what is real and what isn't, and you generally believe the voice, thus showing a lack of different viewpoints. In reference to the sound and lighting and the editing, in fact, they've generally all been used to connote mood or meaning, most significantly negativity, where to show the low points in the plot or the progression of the documentary. The narrative of the documentary, we almost employ Tudorov in the sense that the narrative progresses through a sense of equilibrium, disequilibrium, etc. But we've also depended heavily on the interviews to be used as narrative devices, and we've used quite a few interviews from different experts and players within the club. In reference to audience theory, we've used two-step flow, where we've used Fletcher or Pugh to provide their viewpoints and their ideas on a certain given matter, and thus they almost add a sense of credibility to themselves, and thus people generally believe them. And we've used attachment theory in relation to oral and visual signifiers through certain chants that the Bournemouth fans use, and the same music discontinued throughout. And in visual signifiers, we've used the Bournemouth badge quite a lot. I can't see anywhere where we've specifically subverted convention of documentary, because obviously I've highlighted our choice through the reflexive mode, and so the decisions we've made to edit the truthfulness of clips has been done on purpose.